Hey, Jackson Thomas here, just with a market update on interest rates. I've gotten a lot of requests around that. So my hope is today I give you a couple different resources on how to see what's going on in the market, kind of sift through fact, through fiction. How do you write your third-party financing addendums right now? How do you manage client expectations when they're talking about interest rates? So here are a couple little things that I think will be helpful. So number one is there are a lot of factors that affect interest rates. So sometimes it's hard to know what to separate, or like what is actually going on. Okay, so according to Wall Street Journal, as of right now, the 30-year fixed is trading at 4.93. I know that seems high. Historically, that's still pretty good, but it is much higher than it was a few months ago. If we go to Quicken Home Loans, rates are at 4.625, but the fee structures are a little higher if you read the fine print. Okay, Wells Fargo rates are trading around 4.75. And the 10-year treasury today, as of March 30th, is 2.335. You can see here on this chart that generally speaking, everything's been going up quite a bit over the last few months. And the Fed has stated they plan to continue to raise rates probably 5 more times this year. I think supply chain management issues and inflation are causing the problems. We're probably facing higher interest rates for the next 18 months. We did have high interest rates in January of 2019. Rates were over 5% back then. This has happened before. So a couple different things. Number one, when you're writing your third-party financing addendum, my suggestion is always put the market rate plus about 0.25%. So I would put 5% on there. I know that seems a little crazy. You can do whatever you want. It doesn't make a difference. I'm closing the loan on time. I'm always going to close on time, 100%, never miss. But if you're working with another lender, you might want to keep that in effect. Number two, in terms of managing expectations with customers, like saying, hey, doesn't matter what rate you put on the third-party financing. That doesn't matter. Meet with a real lender to lock in on the day. In the state of Texas, you typically cannot lock unless you're under contract, because locks go with the property address. In my opinion, the lock and shop programs are not that great, but if you want to talk about them, let me know. And then I would say real estate is a great investment no matter what the interest rate is. So like you're going to get a great return on your money no matter what. So in terms of managing expectations with customers, something that I show them is like, hey, if you put 10% down on your money, that's a $400,000 purchase price. So your investment is $40,000. Okay. Historically in America, real estate's always gone up 3%. Let's assume rates are only, the appreciation on the home's only up 2% this next year, which is crazy. It's going to be much higher than that. So if you just say, I'm going to make 2% in appreciation on this home for the next 5 years, that would mean you made 10% appreciation. So you bought a $400,000 house, the appreciation went up $40,000. You did a down payment of $40,000. You made $40,000 in appreciation. That is a 100% rate of return on your money over a 5-year period of time. That means your annual rate of return is 20%. Now, if you're in the Dallas market, like I am, homes are expected to appreciate at 10% pretty much a year. So you make your money back in one single year, your down payment. There's nothing in the planet that gets a better rate of return than that. So it doesn't matter what the interest rate is. People are going to buy homes no matter what, but it maybe will slow down the amount of buyers getting into the space. And maybe that creates a little bit better situation with less inventory issues. I don't know. I don't have all the problems, but I hopefully these resources and this commentary helps you know how to manage your expectations on third-party financing, maybe gives you a couple of talking points when you're talking to your customers, and gives you a couple of websites to go to in terms of kind of seeing where rates are at. So I would say rates are probably trading between 4.625 and 5%. That's where we're at. We're in the high 4s. You can always buy down the interest rate lower. That is what some lenders on bankrate.com do. I can do the same thing, but in terms of standard rates and fees, most lenders are charging around 4.625 to 5%. I hope this is helpful. Call me if you have any questions, 214-763-8008.